All right. Test.
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 Okay, there's a couple Star Wars stories out there in the news here. Obviously, we're huge Star Wars nerds, so a couple things here. Daisy Ridley has come out and speaking against sexism in Star Wars from Star Wars fans. She's saying that it's kind of blown out of proportion. So they're saying
There isn't that much sexism in Star Wars fan sectors. Is that what
she's saying that there really isn't. So some people, but there's others that are, maybe suggesting that you can't have a powerful woman character in the Star Wars universe. And obviously, we had Princess Leia, who was probably one of the most powerful female characters, maybe in movie history. Quite honestly, I mean, as a kid, that she was one of the most earlier powerful women on screen that I can remember as a kid. Anyway, you know what I mean? She was a heroine and a leader and everything else. We've talked about that before. So, but she's kind of coming out and defending Star Wars that, hey, it's a woman character can have a prominent storyline in this universe, and that she frankly hasn't even read the new script yet, but she understands it's going to be a very good, powerful script for the Rey character. So she's still planning to reprise her role of Rey for a movie that takes place, years after the last shitty Disney trilogy. So any thoughts on that? As far as, do you agree that the female character can be prominent in the Star Wars universe? Any thoughts on that, guys?
Well, absolutely. I mean, she already was.
Right, they've already done it. And I mean,
Rey was the lead character.
Yeah, they keep going through. I mean, with like Ahsoka, and like Ahsoka was a lot of strong female characters in Ahsoka, both on good and evil. You know what I mean? Yep. So, and Star Wars continues to do that. So, I mean, I guess, does Star Wars have its like incel nerd pockets? Yeah, absolutely. But like, there's gonna be some in every group. I mean, I get what she's saying. It's like it can be. You can focus. It's easy to focus on the bad stories and the people with the negative energy toward it. But I would say, in my experience, a lot of what people like about Star Wars is they're in a world of total diversity. I mean, human beings and alien species and droids, and they all interact as things and beings and entities just trying to make it through to the other side and survive in the galaxy. I mean, to sit there and whether it's based on race or sex or anything like that, it's kind of silly in Star Wars. It's really misplaced because Star Wars has never really been the place for that. Star Wars, like I said, it's always been very diverse as far as characters and creatures, and it's odd to me that someone as a Star Wars fan would fixate on subject matter like that, or like be upset that there's a strong female character or a black stormtrooper, or it's just like, really, like, have you been here the whole time? Like, did you miss Princess Leia? Did you miss Lando? Like, did you, like, I don't understand, like, were you new here? Like, you didn't why are we doing this now? So yeah, I mean, I agree with what she's saying. It's probably easy to focus on the negative storylines, but I would say a lot of people who are really truly Star Wars fans and fans of that universe are probably not the majority of those people.
That's actually a good segue into his other story here. So there's a comment made by a guest on a Star Wars fans YouTube channel that's given female fans an opportunity to remind the fandom that films are for everyone. So somebody commented that women don't even care about it.
Yes, that happened on the Star Wars Theory podcast or YouTube channel.
Yes, that's it. So he's saying, some guy said it's a man's little thing, let them have it, but they want to be like, oh, there's such a deprivation, we've got to be in it, so they could be a mini hero. So his commentary really spurred a lot of female Star Wars fans coming out and saying, basically, that's ridiculous, and they're tired of males mansplaining the Star Wars theories to them, that females could be true fans as well. And actually, similar to your comments just now, Nick, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays Hera Syndulla in Disney Plus Ahsoka, Her quote is, Star Wars started as a trend, starting with Princess Leia, and has continued it, and it's grown to a point where now it sort of doesn't really matter. Gender doesn't matter. It's like you were saying. So it's Star Wars. We're all in this together. So there's something really special about being a part of something that's like, we don't really need to call attention to it because these characters transcend gender in that way. So, again, similar to your thoughts here. So, I already know what our opinions are, but is that guy way out of line to say that the Star Wars universe is more for men than women? Is that a ridiculous comment, or does he have some point?
No, it's absurd. I know men and women Star Wars fans. They're just the same as the characters on screen. It's as diverse out in the fan community. That is just one pocket of incel-laden yelling and complaining about, that it's not the Star Wars they remember seeing, right? I want to blow their minds, and I love Daisy Ridley, but let's replace her with Taylor Swift, and let's blow this whole fucking thing up.
That's right.
Wide open.
Yep. Their heads will pop like a zit.
That's right. And she endorsed Joe Biden in the end credits.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the lightsaber pops up and it says "Vote Joe" on it.
I like it.
Yeah, Emperor Biden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Support your empire. Yeah.
So, Nick, what do you think? As Star Wars for everybody, is it get the female? It's not just for men, right?
No, of course it's for everybody, and that it's silly. I mean, and I think some people are a little slower to this concept than others, but society is moving away from these gender norms that I got to tell you, I know a lot of women who really like football and they genuinely like it. I know a lot of guys, straight guys, who like musicals and who like things that would not be typically seen as masculine. To say that something is for men or women specifically is ridiculous. It's for whoever likes it. There are many things across the board, and Star Wars is probably the least divisive of them. Of course,
right.
Star Wars can be loved and admired and adored by any type, any gender, any type of person, any age. Star Wars maybe more than most things, like I said, because it is so diverse, because it's fun, because it's an imaginative world. It's for anyone and everyone who enjoys it. If you like it, whatever that may be, if it's a TV show or a sport or an activity that maybe typically falls outside of what you would fit into the demographic of, you're allowed to like that thing. If that thing brings you joy and makes you happy, and then you're allowed to like that thing. So Star Wars
entertainment is entertainment.
For everyone. Absolutely. If you like
a musical or it's Star Wars, doesn't matter.
That's right. Yep.
You like what you like.
Go ahead. That's right. And in that universe, you're right. It's an equal amount of men, women, and you say alien creatures that are both good and bad. Yeah. You really don't call attention to it either way. It's not a strong female character. It's a strong character in that universe, a strong leader in that universe, wherever that being is, so yeah. Good stuff here, guys.
Hey there. If you like that video, or if you just like to watch us make fools of ourselves, please like and subscribe to this channel. We really appreciate it. We hope to see you back here.